Today,
Our
album review.
Layla, take it away.
So excited, obviously, because I'm talking about Houston's own H-Town hottie, Meg The Stallion, with her newest EP, SUGA. Let's get into the first track.
Been that bitch, still that bitch.
Oh my God.
Will forever be that bitch. Forever be that bitch.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
I'm the hood Mona Lisa, break a nigga into pieces. Had to
Okay.
egg some cheesy
We don't wanna
niggas
get
out my
pulled.
circle like a pizza.
But
We already. That was pool word.
listen to this beat just come in and just hey. Anyway, Megan Thee Stallion has blessed us after having a online dispute with her record label 1500. She was able by court, what was it called?
1501.
1501, sorry. She was finally able to drop her EP that they didn't want her to drop, which was entitled SUGA. This is her alter ego, as she has stated before, different from Tina Snow and Hot Girl Meg. It's a short EP. It was jammable, but I really want to hear what my bros think. G, take it away.
There ain't shit to take away.
Oh,
Like,
my
it was-
Lord Jesus.
yo,
There we go.
Here's the thing. Overall, it's cool. There's some decent tracks on it. There's some stuff you can jam to. Then there's some stuff that's like production-wise. I think there's some great produced songs. Then there's some that aren't. There's some balance in there, but the flip side is it's so short. So we're literally just rolling right through this album. I feel like this is more who she is. Right, and I don't think it's that we've ever gotten a fake Meg, but I feel like there's more freedom in this than in maybe some of the previous work. Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, it's crazy because listen, I know that she's had that contract dispute, and from what I've read, her contract indicates that an album is not considered an album unless it's 45 minutes long. So I guess my question is, if you're trying to really get out your contract, right? Why don't we just release some shit?
Give me 20 more minutes.
Give me 20 more minutes and call it a wrap and get this one of the. If you want a 5-album deal, wouldn't you want to get through those first 5 albums as fast as possible? I'm curious the logic behind it, right? Especially if you're getting money off of the streams or whatnot. I know her split isn't the best, and that's why she's in court. As far as the album goes, that's just some of the business stuff I thought about. As far as the album goes, I agree with you. It was cool. You got to understand, I love Megan from She's a Beautiful Woman. I like what she has a place in the game, right? I love it, her confidence or whatever. This ain't for me though. Like some of this ain't for me. Like even songs that I do like, I look at the name and be like, I can't say that shit on air. Like that's pause worthy. Like
which one?
I'm none
What's
of them.
number 3?
I won't say
Not
it.
some shit I'm listening to.
Exactly, facts.
But here's
So
the thing,
I
don't even
just
like the production.
So my thing is just
Or
like
number 3.
You know, I feel like the album is cool. It's gonna feed her fans. I actually want to talk about. Well, real quick, I want to bring up one thing that I'm more concerned about is she had all this press, like a lot of press, a lot of press, and a lot. Shout out to Sue Surf. ESPN. I mean, she was on everything, right? Joe Budden podcast 4 weeks in a row. She was on there. This, and you know, Uzi drops out of nowhere. And he
I heard it was
does
good
like
350,000
units. So my question is, if you're 1501 or Jay Prince, you looking like, I mean, how hot are you? Because you had all the rollout.
She had less than a week.
No. She was but her name was. Meg has been lit.
Because of what she's been going through.
But no, she was lit when she did the Yummy video. When she's been hot as fish.
She's been a hot topic.
But but she's been hot. Period. Like she's popping on the gram. Uzi has been quiet.
But Uzi has a large. If we look at his demographic of fans, a large portion of that are of the other white meat. They're not all just one specific demographic.
She said the other white meat.
But for Megan, she has a specific demographic that has slowly been transcending to other groups of people. But Lil Uzi, I feel, is on a bigger level.
She been on the Tonight Show, whatever the fuck they host nowadays. But she been on the late shows and shit. I'm just saying, for me, that's a little. If I'm her, I'm concerned because I was expecting at least 100K first week out. 60K is pretty low for somebody as hot as Megan was. Like, and I get what you're saying, but her fan base, white people love Megan too.
We saw that.
Not as
Shout out to
heavy as Lil
Tiny
Uzi.
Desk concert. Like
Like
they love,
yeah. Like I'm just not as much as little. I'm not expecting her to sell with Lil Uzi, but I'm saying if I am on the other side of the lawsuit, I'm saying, look, you're not as hot as you claim you are.
Well, I think she's hot, obviously. She had her billboards all up and down Times Square. She has been doing a lot of interviews. She was on daytime television, nighttime. I just finished watching, I think, 4 of her interviews today. And
Breakfast
I
Club,
feel,
Hot 97.
And I feel like she is popping. And, you know, numbers don't lie, so I can't really say too much on that. But I will get back to the album and talk about Captain Hook that's playing in the background. She's also started, or fans have started, a Captain Hook challenge. Go Google that if you want to. # Captain Hook. And the song that's coming up next is Hit My Phone featuring Kalani. And it's technically Kalani's track, but she... Huh?
Sure,
you hear that West Coast beat to it?
Immediately what I thought.
But Kalani, this was supposed to go on her album. She hit up Megan and was like, you know, I'm not really, it doesn't fit my album. I want to give it to you because I know you really want it. And Megan was thrilled and she added it to her 9-track list here. And that is literally my favorite song on the entire album. I don't agree with you with production, saying that it wasn't that great. I actually really enjoyed the production on this, and I enjoyed her changing up her cadence a little bit, because that was one of the complaints that Tut had on Fever, and that her rhymes were kind of simple. But on this album, I feel like she had a nice play on words. I felt like she's just fun, like a big ball of energy that I need. And I think women, we appreciate when we hear another woman just being confidently and unapologetically herself. And that's what SUGA did.
Okay. Shit, hey. When the Moscato was flowing,
okay, you get on my goddamn nerves.
I mean, I need I'm gonna add a sound effect, like a bottle that's popping.
I hate you.
We gonna get that. We gonna get that shit added to the board. But I'm not. I think that this is important for her to move. Going back to what Tut mentioned earlier, the fact that it's not considered an album against her contract because of its length is a problem.
Yeah.
Because you've done a lot of work to be only halfway there at a sub 25-minute album,
to
quote
have 2
unquote.
mixtapes and 1 EP.
So
yeah.
to me, that doesn't make sense.
But do you think there's another reason why she's doing it where it's a smart move? That
No,
she
there's
hasn't
not.
come out with a full album
Only
yet?
thing I can think of is because we're in a streaming era, so
Yeah.
it's just more content, so she can tour more, and that's gonna work. That's where she's gonna make the bulk of her money.
Yeah,
like even though she's in a 360 deal, she can tour more. But as we stated in the last topic, Corona might shut that shit down.
Yeah, and here's the flip
They're
side.
banning people from being like
In
large groups.
Yeah, the rodeo
Yeah,
got
and
canceled.
we don't know what in that 360 or whatever kind of deal she has, what are they taking out of her tour money,
Facts.
right? So even she might not even eat on the goddamn tours. But I think it's smart to have content because content is king. I think this is marketing for her, is what it is, and she's been marketing. There is a problem that she's only done, a subpar amount of numbers. The flip side is, I don't think everybody received this as well as they received Tina Snow. I don't think everybody received this as well as they received Fever.
Yeah, her
Fever was
her
probably
lead singles were probably stronger on those 2 albums than with Big Ol' Freak, and then she had that monster with the baby on the last one.
Yeah.
Cash shit. So I actually like the Bitch song. I mean, I love the sample it comes from. Well, the sample that I remember is the Tupac one, but I know it dates back to a
Another one.
way. It's been sampled a bunch of times, but I love that piece of it. But I thought the album was cool. Like I said, for me, it's not really my shtick, but I respect Megan. I do like her. I like her. I started to like her freestyles. I think her live performances. She already knows I'm in love with her from that standpoint. But the fact of the matter is this: she's not making music for me. So if it empowers women and you guys like it, cool, do your thing, salute. I can't be mad at you. She did have a line, I think, in Savage that I thought was interesting. I'm indecisive, but I'm so indecisive, but I'm wifey, something like that. I had to. I reread that line so many times because I was like, I had to break it down. It's a little bit of a contradiction, but needless to say, I'm gonna get into my mics. I'm not gonna give Meg no rice. I don't think she deserves any, but I'll give Meg out of 5 mics, she'll get 2.5 on this one.
Go, G.
All right.
I'll end it on a good note.
So
2.5 that's a C. It's a solid C.
50.
That's
So,
F.
so I would say this nigga didn't do the numbers. I was like, what the fuck? You trying to get on the show and shit? This a C. Yeah. All right. 9 tracks. Are the bars there? Perhaps. Perhaps the bars are there. Is it impactful? I do like the idea that she's changed it up. I do like that the cadence are different, the melodies are different. Like on some of the songs, obviously Captain Hook is something that is just not my favorite, because I think, especially coming after Savage, which sounds sonically great, you don't have something that's basic after that, because it literally, you hear the lack of what you just got in Savage. So I think that placement's wrong, which brings me to arrangement of the album. Talking about the production and the playback value. I mean, it's short, so it just rolls. But overall, out of 9 tracks, I probably have to give it maybe like a 3.5.
Out of 9.
Yeah, out of 9. That's all I got. I can't do it.
Come on, lady. Don't give
All
your
right,
5 mic
well,
album.
you know what? That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's your 5
My
mic.
energy is gonna come back up. Listen to this beat. Like, Megan can do no wrong. I do feel my turn. Turn off their mics, Mike. I will say that the one critique I have for this EP is that the arrangement could have been a little bit better. I feel like some songs didn't flow as well going into the next song. However, the production was great. It was 9. Some of these songs are like 2.5 minutes or less. Like, you can't go wrong with that. I love this track, Rich. It was like 1.5 minutes. Absolutely love
Sounds
this
like
track.
the secret board on Mario. I just went down the tube and found all the coins.
First of all, did you make it far in Mario 3?
I finished Mario 3.
Oh, damn, I made it to
Raccoon
Waterworld.
suit and all.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, my rating for this is going to be very simple. I do feel that her bars have gotten better. I will say that. The production was great. Arrangement could have used a little work. I like the album cover. I like SUGA. I love Megan. She's representing. Overall, because I have to do my rating on an EP scale versus an album scale, I will give this. What did I give the last one? 7.5. Smoke Dizza?
No, man, that's a
7.5. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 because this is what I'm rocking with, and half of the EP is on my playlist. That's all I gotta say. Check out Meg The Stallion, SUGA. Stream the hell out of it. Put some of them tracks on there. And when you're hanging out with your ladies, since our demographic is mainly male, it's probably best that you play some of them tracks. But don't play Captain Hook if you ain't Captain Hook.